Incumbent Ken Miyagishima is running on his 8 years of experience as mayor of Las Cruces and his success. He says he will continue to listen to the people's concerns and is already working on one of the main concerns he heard at the forum.
Roads, which is something that we're trying to address. One of the things we're planning on using with that gross receipts money is rehabbing and repairing one of the largest road improvements in the city's history.
That's in contrast to candidate Gina Montoya Ortega, a small business owner taking her first step into politics. She says it's time for a change at the city.
Like everything else, does experience really matter? I mean, we've had 8 years of experience, and I don't think it's led our city in the direction that we as a city should be heading. So I think if you have somebody that comes in with an open mind and with the support of the community, hearing what people have to say, I think that kind of gives us a better direction of what the city is needing.
Rounding out the candidates is City Councilor Miguel Silva, who is completing his second term and hoping to be elected mayor. He says many of the questions being asked about why the city is or isn't doing something shows it could be time for new leadership.
There were a lot of why questions that were brought up. And as I mentioned, I think there are times when complacency may be set in when you have so many why questions.
One of those why questions was why isn't the city acting on things the community said they wanted in recent surveys, such as creating walkable neighborhoods, mixed-use communities, and safe bike paths. But Mayor Ken Miyagishima says there are already plans to work on these things at the city.
The multi-use paths, which we've developed, we're building the last leg of the fourth 5-mile section. The other one was bike paths, which the city has been improving over the last 4 years. We were a bronze city. And then, of course, the mixed use. We're trying to have the road paved in Metro Verde for that particular subdivision. So I'm sorry, but we're doing what the survey asked.
Councilor Miguel Silva says if he is elected mayor, he plans to take on a stronger advocacy role for the city and for policy.
Well, definitely being a major advocate for the many areas that we haven't been advocacy before. Economic development, regional tourism, the youth, we need an engaged mayor.
Gina Montoya Ortega said many of the issues raised, like more training for police and money for development projects, need to be decided after hearing thoughts from people around the city, and not just what from the elected officials think.
Getting people involved. People have given up on the system. They don't vote. They don't show up at meetings. But in talking to these people, they do not have the confidence that their voice matters. So once again, we want to instill the confidence in people that their voice does matter, because in order to make this city succeed, it's going to take us all.
Early voting is already underway at the city, and Election Day is November 3rd. For KRWG, I'm Samantha Sonner.